And Jimmer Fredette, the top 2 scorers in BYU history. We tried to get Danny Ainge on the show. He's got Utah Jazz stuff. No, we didn't actually. One day we'll get Danny on there. But what a first half from BYU. And Noah Waterman rebounding the ball, scoring, struggled at Utah, but he bounced back nicely.
No, bounced back really tough. You know, we always want to see how a guy bounces back from a tough shooting performance. A couple of tough games for Noah, but he was excellent on the defensive end, flying around. His effort on the rebounding side, it was just incredible. I love what I'm seeing so far.
Jackson Robinson has a game-high 12 points. He continues to play well off the bench.
Of course, yeah. He's shooting the ball really well. He's just super confident right now, right? You know, he knows when he comes into the game, he is there to score the basketball. And his teammates know that as well. So once he gets out there, he is going to shoot the ball, and he's shooting it at a very high clip. He's very efficient, but he's getting really good looks, too. He's not forcing anything. He's just getting open looks, and he's making his shots.
I don't know why you would not hug him on the perimeter.
Not a good player.
This guy is averaging 20 a game the last 4. All off the bench. He's got 12 at halftime. He's playing great. Tommy Bruner for Denver is number 3 in the country in points per game. 4 points in the first half, 2 of 10 from the floor, 0 of 4 from 3, had 4 turnovers. It was a tough first half for Tommy Bruner. Mark Pope felt good about what Spencer Johnson and company did on defense.
Yeah, no, they threw a bunch of different looks at him. They had Spencer Johnson on him. They had Jackson Robinson on him. They just made him uncomfortable, made him take tough shots. I think he only had one good look right there at the end of the half where he had a wide open shot. But they've just done a good job of making him uncomfortable.
And then BYU from the 3-point line, we've talked about how they want to put up some threes. They play some good defense there. They put up 24 threes in the first half and made 8. BYU only made 7 at Utah on Saturday.
I mean, yeah, they've already surpassed that number, but that's my kind of game right there. Shoot the 3 ball, right? Especially when you're shooting good looks,
yes.
Right? They're getting good opportunities, getting good shots, and when you get good shots and they're in rhythm, these guys have been making them all year, with the exception of one game, and that's going to happen, but they're still going to continue to do that.
If there's gyms in the churches around the country, why wouldn't you be one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the country? I just feel that way about BYU.
Absolutely.
That's where you got your shots up. I know you're dribbling in the dark and yours in Glens Falls.
That church is everything.
That's how it goes. BYU up big at halftime, 45-25. Second half adjustments and more thoughts coming up from Tyler and Jimmer. The Cougars, number 18 in the country, up 20 at the break.
What I feel all day on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN Plus.
Back live at the Marriott Center in Provo, Utah. Dave McCann, Blaine Fowler, 45-25. BYU leading Denver a moment ago. Spencer Linton with Pioneers head coach Jim.
Coach, I heard you tell your guys to be more aggressive and stop settling for bad shots. What kind of transition and what kind of change did you make to do that?
We know that BYU is excellent in transition. And boy, when we take bad shots, that's like a live ball turnover, and they've got numbers going the other way. So we've got to do a much better job in our shot selection, running good offense with good pace. And then defensively, we have to eliminate threes. They're a prolific three-point shooting team, and we've done a very poor job of that thus far.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Spencer, thank you. BYU's 104-15 at home when they are ranked in the top 25, and they're 21-4 when they're ranked number 18. And that includes a 9-game winning streak dating back to the Danny Ainge era of 1981. But tonight is Waterman's night.
Wow, he was so aggressive in that first half on both ends of the floor. Played phenomenal defense, created things for his teammates, scored 10 points, ran the floor, and finished in transition on the other end, knocked down threes. He really played the best half of basketball I've seen him play at BYU.
Let's watch him work.
You see offensive putback there, really active on the glass, as we know, with a double-double in the first half. Not afraid to shoot that three. Had good rotation on the ball. On the defensive end, He was a stopper. His length caused all kinds of problems for the Pioneers. And, yeah, he really was the catalyst for all of BYU's energy defensively. And how about Denver coming out and knocking down a three?
That's Pedro Lopez San Vicente, his 5th point.
The third-year veteran who's been in this program. Last year's a sophomore. Just played 8.7 minutes a game, but played 25 games.
Isaiah Addo Ankra picks up the foul, trying to get in Ali Khalifa's way. That's his first. So we anticipate a much more aggressive Pioneer team. That seemed to be the mantra coming out of the locker room, and we'll see how BYU answers that.
And they've got it on that defensive end. They've got to anticipate well.
How's the answer there?
And that's Ali Khalifa. That's what we talk about, that elite passing, like 12 points now for Noah Waterman. But the cut, and Khalifa at 6'11" has just an uncanny feel for where his teammates are on the floor and how to get them the basketball. He just visualizes.
He's got 16 straight assists without a turnover. Just think about that.
He's played, this is his 7th game. He's only had a turnover in 1 game. He's had 2.
Jackson Brenchley knocks down the 3.
And how about Denver coming out and getting 2 straight threes to start this second half?
Brenchley, that's just his 4th on the season. Now it's Johnson looking into Khalifa. Backdoor cut. And Johnson's going to the line to shoot 2.
His ability to bounce pass it with his back to his teammate. Like, watch this one. That was beautiful. This last one that drew the foul for Johnson was even better than this one, the Waterman one.
And we were talking with the staff about Khalifa. Does he practice those passes? And they said, well, he goes to practice. But the passing skill is just who he is.
And, yeah, Mark Pope told us, I'm not sure you can teach somebody to have kind of that spatial awareness of where everybody is on your team on the floor, and when they make a move, immediately process it at a high speed how you're going to get them the basketball, whether it's bounce pass, lob pass, whatever it is. He has a remarkable talent and skill to do that.
He had some passes Saturday up at Utah that were just next level. Johnson with 9 points.
Yeah, 7 games, 6 without a turnover, and 1 game with 2 turnovers. And he's just building on that 11.2 assist to turnover rate. It's like it's up over 12 now.
Hard drive to the basket. Khalifa denies Lopez San Vicente. Hall to Khalifa. Now Johnson maneuvering around. Gets it back to Hall. 10 on the shot clock. Into Khalifa. How about that move? Off the glass and in. His 4th point.
When he's been passing the ball and distributing it, now as the defender, you're sitting off a little bit, saying, where's he going to get this ball out? And immediately puts his body on you and spins to the baseline and goes right by it.
He's a great 3-point shooter. Once that shot shows up, he's just going to be so tough to defend. Honorable mention, Conference USA last year. Out there to discourage the shot. Here come the Cougars, up by 20. Waterman again. 2 dunks off 2 Khalifa assists here in the second half.
And Waterman, he's loving it. He's out there going, I know if I make a move and cut hard to the basket, the big guy's going to get me the ball in a great spot to score. What great confidence he has in Khalifa to get him the ball.
Largest lead of the night for BYU. Bruner coming in. And a good-looking shot off the glass for his 6th point.
You see how quickly he got it up there. He knew that Waterman was trailing him, so he didn't take the normal thing. He just quickly got it up, almost on his way up on the jump, got the ball on the glass.
Khalifa, well, whenever he's got the ball now, you just expect something spectacular to happen. Here he goes up, leaves it short. High on the rebounds, Jackson Brenchley. 6 boards for Brenchley. And draws a foul. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Brenchley, you know, we heard, hey, you're going to be more aggressive. Brenchley's come out with that mindset. He took the ball right at Khalifa that time and created contact to get to the free throw.
Out of Providence, Utah, went to Mountain Crest High School in northern Utah, and then, as mentioned, 4 years at the University of Utah. And Jeff Wolverine is just so thrilled to have Brenchley here for this season.
Coming out of high school, number 3 rated player in the state of Utah. And played 95 games there, 19 games last season. He appeared in.
Here's what's dangerous about BYU, as we're reminded as Robinson checks in. That barrage of points happened with their leading scorer on the bench.
Right.
And now he's in along with Atiki, Ali Atiki. One of 2, 8 points now for Jackson Brenchley. Robinson for 3.
And he doesn't take any time to warm up. Comes off the bench. He's ready to roll.
He's got 5.
It's like the arm is ready, it's warm, it's ready to shoot.
Here come the Cougars again. Atiki with it. Hands it off to Hall, and then the lob comes back, and the foul! What a move by Atiki, mid-air, and he'll go to the free throw line. Second foul on Otto Ankra.
This is a pick and roll, and when they switch, and the smaller man ends up on Atiki, and he has him on his hip. Down on those right where he's going to go. This is a really nice finish. Great catch by the big guy and a good finish while being fouled. BYU's offensive efficiency in the second half, the way they're moving the basketball and scoring with assists, has been really impressive.
Junior out of Tanzania has 3 points, 59-34. Cougars keep changing up the defense. Turn around, Chuck. That one not close by Otto Ankra. Ball again. Trying to feed Johnson and Brenchley out with a steal. And now Brenchley taking it in. Left-handed scoop. 10 points for Brenchley.
He's shown his leadership and his physicality here in the second half, saying, listen, I'll carry you guys if you need me to, and I'll take good shots, and I'll get to the rim.
Tiki sizing things up down low. And that's DeAndre Craig on the rebound, quickly down the floor. Beautiful dish. And the dunk by Isaiah Carr. His 4th.
How about the assist on that? First of all, great ball fake, and then an unselfish play to draw the defense. So you go by one defender, you draw another defender. Now somebody's going to be open. Well played.
Robinson has it stripped away.
Back-to-back turnovers for BYU now on the offensive end.
Another quick release 3. And Otto Ankra is in a hurry to get some shots up. That's out of bounds. It'll belong to the Pioneers when we come back. 14:28 to go here in the second half. 59-38 Cougars on Big 12 now on ESPN+.
Outreach projects in Ecuador. They have prosthetic clinics, but it's really expensive. We wanted to create a process where they could make their own prosthetics.
It was incredibly motivating for our entire team to know that this would go to people not able to provide for a prosthetic.
BYU has changed my life by giving me an education that brings me closer to God. The things that we're learning can so directly help others and improve the world.
One of the nicknames being tossed around for Ali Khalifa is the Egyptian magician because of what he can do with the basketball.
And the defenders, they don't even see where the ball's going. Watch the on-the-ball defender, just right around him. The wraparound, the no-look bounce pass. This is tonight. How about this one, where he just gives it up to no Waterman for a dunk? We've seen multiple great passes again tonight. This is a backdoor cut by Waterman. And Waterman loves being on the floor with Ali Khalifa because he knows he'll get him the basketball.
Yeah, you break to the basket, it's coming.
Yeah, you better have your heads up and your eyes around quick, like a receiver with a great quarterback.
So he's now up to 17 assists without a turnover. That's quite a run.
Well, and BYU is he's got him in this mood of assisting. In the game, he's 14 assists on 22 field goals. That's a 64%. That's really good. In the second half, there are 5 field goals. 4 of those have been assisted.
Stewart lobs to Johnson. Beautiful steal, and the dish, and the finish. Spencer with 11. Trey Stewart comes into the game, and in a matter of seconds, makes something happen. Richie Saunders knocks the ball away. He's hit for BYU as well.
So 5 assists on 6 field goals here in the second half, and some of them have been spectacular.
Tyson Garf going to throw it in for Denver. This is Garf on the baseline, the Brenchley. Craig with it, shot clock's at 6. Slashing in, and Tiki flying high. Then he brings down the rebound. They've got a whistle and a foul on the reach. And this will go against Denver.
That was you don't get a block for that. I don't think a Tiki actually got a piece of it. There should be a stat for big men called shots changed.
Yeah.
And a Tiki changes a lot of shots in there.
Second foul on Isaiah Carr. 14 fouls on the Pioneers, just 1 on BYU. Three, good. Robinson quietly hanging out. Now he's got 6 threes on the night, 18 points. He's not even messing with twos.
He doesn't need to mess with twos, does he?
He's like, I'm just going to stand out here. Just kind of hiding, and all of a sudden, you can see Jeff Wolverine just going, oh no, how did he get left so open? Brenchley on the drive, and the foul. He'll go to the line. And a chance at a 3-point play. Tiki picks up the foul.
The one really big bright spot in this second half for the Pioneers has been this guy Brenchley, who has just been determined and playing with a great level of toughness here in the second half. He's 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. He's got 6 boards, 2 assists, and 12 points as he toes the line here.
Trevin Nell is in. You see Johnson go out. 3 fouls on a Tiki. And a 3-point play for Brenchley as Bruner checks in. Brenchley will check out. And Bruner's frustrating night. He's looking to just get something going. 3 of 12 from the field, 0 for 5 shooting threes for the nation's number 3 leading scorer.
He's clearly been a marked man in this game where BYU's just like, wherever he is, mark him, find him. Do not let him catch the ball without having somebody in his face.
Saunders hands it off to Stewart. Shot clock on the 10. Nell up for 3. And it is Craig coming out with it. Wastes little time getting down the floor. Here's Bruner. Round and round it goes. And there's a foul. And it's on Saunders, his first. Nell is now 0 for 5. Shooting threes tonight. And 0 for his last 9. The red hot Waterman returns, and the Tiki will sit down with those 3 fouls. Georgia State is here on Saturday night, 9 o'clock Eastern. On Big 12 now on ESPN+. Now Bruner's looking around. How am I supposed to shake a 6'10" guy? This is Craig. Shot clock under 10.
The help has been really good on this set down.
Inside the arc, up for 2. And Waterman with another rebound. That's his 12th. Jackson Robinson with 6 3-pointers here tonight. Nell on the drive. Robinson for 7. Rebound Waterman. And he's fouled. He'll go to the line. What an effort by Noah Waterman tonight. He'll be at the line when we come back. 11:55 to go here in the second half. 64-41 Cougars on Big 12 Now on ESPN+.
We believe in love, not just our customers, but also our community.
And the Subaru Share the Love event is truly an example of that.
Over $285 million donated is phenomenal.
It absolutely sets us apart from all other car companies.
Right now, get a new Subaru, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity. Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
Go to Old Navy and you'll save a toboggan full of buckaroonies. It's a real bada-bing, bada-boom situation.
Right now, get last-minute gifts from just $2 only at Old Navy.
Look, this deal is a steal, and so is the toboggan. I know because I stole it.
18th ranked BYU leading Denver 64-41 live in the Marriott Center on ESPN+. Cougars trying to get their 9th win of the season. It is now my pleasure to welcome Jimmer Fredette, not just on the set for the pregame and halftime, but onto the court. Jimmer, what's it like for you to watch this team play in person, removed from when you were here doing your thing?
It's great. I mean, these guys are playing great basketball right now. They're putting up a lot of threes, which I love. You know what I mean? Shooting the basketball is what I like to do, but they're doing it efficiently, and they're getting good looks, and that's the way to play. Coach Pope has these guys believing in each other, playing good basketball, and this is some of the best fans in the country. I mean, this Marriott Center is special.
You're doing your thing in a number of ways. You have a juggling act going on of sorts with a lot of international travel as you get ready for 3-on-3 basketball in the Olympics. So what's the next step for you in pursuit of the gold medal in Paris?
Yeah, so we have a little bit of time off. We just had our last tournament for the season, which was great, and now we're in a mode where we got to get the body healthy, get back into it, but then in a couple months we'll really start diving into it, right, and get ourselves together as a group. And for that next 5-6 months, we'll be on tour trying to play in big tournaments, get our team together, and make sure that we're ready to go for the Olympics. So it's going to be a good time.
Now, your teams that you played on at BYU had high metrics, just like this Mark Pope coach team does. At this juncture of the season, what advice would you give to this BYU basketball team?
Stay the course. Obviously, this is a part of the schedule where they can go through and be able to win 4 games in a row if they play good basketball. And then that's going to be big going into the Big 12, being 12-1, something around that, which would be huge. Good confidence builder, knowing that there's a gauntlet ahead, right? So being prepared, staying healthy, and making sure that they're mentally prepared every day to go against some of the best teams in the country.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. A lot of guys are doing good things for BYU. Individually speaking, who's caught your attention tonight and for much of this early season?
Yeah, I mean, Jackson's the guy that's really been just phenomenal off the bench. I mean, he's their leading scorer off the bench, scoring, shooting at a really high clip. I mean, he's shooting high 40s in the three-point line, but also he's shooting over 90% from the free throw line as well. So he's been a guy. And then Noah, I feel like he's brought such a great spark for them this year, shooting the ball really well compared to last year, and then rebounding and just playing hard. So it's been fun to watch those two progress, and those guys are driving the force right now.
Well, it's great to have you in the building, Jimmer, and great to have you on set. How would you explain your first quote-unquote broadcast experience doing this for ESPN+?
It's been such a great experience. It's just, I feel like I'm in my element. I mean, talking basketball with some great guys, and to be able to do it with BYU team that's so close to my heart has been such a fun time. I'm following all the games anyway, so why not talk about it on air?
Jimmer, it's great to have you again. We wish you the best of luck in your pursuit of a gold medal, and we'll look forward to hearing from you in the postgame.
Sounds good. Thanks, Spence. Appreciate it.
Dave and Blaine, take it away.
Thanks, Spencer. A win tonight will give BYU a 9-1 record, their best start since Jimmer's senior year, when the Cougars won their first 10 games.
Yeah, and that was, you start talking about talent and all of that, you go back to that Jimmer team. This team is an extremely talented balance. They don't have like a superstar like Jimmer, although Jackson Robinson's starting to make a case for being a star. Mark Pope told us last year he has a chance to be a star, and he's certainly doing that, but
look, he just goes and sits down right in center court. That's Jimmer right there.
But it's this is a basketball team that is really, really balanced with a lot of talent and a lot of lateral fitness and length to play defense. When we talked to Jeff Wolbring, the head coach for Denver, we said compare this BYU team that you've seen on tape now as you prepared to Colorado State, who's a top 15 team. And he goes, Colorado State's really good at what they do, and they're an excellent team. They're big. He goes, but BYU probably athletically, just pure athleticism and length and skill and lateral quickness is probably better.
Here's Hall. Shot clock's under 10. Waterman in the corner. And Johnson pulls down the rebound. Steps behind the arc. And here's Bruner, who a moment ago got him to his 10th point. Johnson pulls down the rebound. They had the lob there, but couldn't finish. Now from the corner. And Hall convinces that one to go in. 8 points for Hall.
And for Denver, you go down and you have a chance to get an alley transition bucket, and you miss it. Instead, BYU just takes it out, pushes up the floor, and get a transition three on the other end.
There's Bruner. You see his ability to get to the bucket, scores over Waterman, and he'll go to the line.
And that's what he does so well. That quick first step, acceleration, get his shoulders and hips in front, draw contact, and finish with his strength through contact. That's what he does. And we haven't seen much of that today because BYU's help defense has been there. But that's a glimpse of what he's going to do in that league this year.
Second foul on Waterman. Bruner started in Jacksonville. And he gets the free throw to go. Senior out of Columbia, South Carolina.
Well, 88.2% free throw shooter, 83.5 career free throw shooter. So he gets to the line and then he converts when he gets there.
Hall on the drive, finds Robinson. Up for three. There's number 7.
And that breaks his own record. His most ever is 6 against Fresno State, so he's at 7. Now he's starting to chase some other records. Most three-pointers off of benches is a tie between Mike Rose and Matt Carlino of 8. This is the most anybody's ever made at BYU off the bench. And the most ever made in a game by a BYU player is, who else would you think but Chase Fisher, who had 10 threes in a game.
Fisher could light it up. I thought you were baiting me for Jimmer. There's number 8.
There's 8. So now he's tied. Mike. Calling it a 2.
So his first 2 of the night on a 3-point barrage evening for Jackson Robinson. Now with 23 points and a timeout with 9:07 to go. 75-48 Cougars on Big 12 now on ESPN Plus. Back at the Marriott Center, 75-48. BYU with Jackson Robinson putting on another show.
Yeah, he's now 7 of 12 from 3 in this game, 23 points. And he's just making it look, he's just snapping the net. And he's playing great on defense as well. You see the block here. He's gotten in transition. He's come off screens. He worked his way and run the baseline and found himself open in the corner. But that catch and quick release with that 6'7" length and that 7-foot wingspan makes it tough to go out there and contest that shot. And look at this line, 8 of 14. He's 57% from the field.
7 of those are threes.
58% from 3. Yeah, he's something special. And as we mentioned, that last one they counted as a 2. We thought it was a 3, but he needs one more to tie the BYU record for off the bench number of 3 makes with Mike Rose and Matt Carlino.
A few moments ago, Dallin Hall hit a 3. They changed that to a 2. After looking at the video, our crew, Gary Maxwell, Kelly Self, and Mike Reed, determined a foot was on the line, and so that's why the score is 75-48 coming out of the timeout. 9 minutes to play here in Provo. BYU 8-1, Denver 6-4. Brenchley off the glass over Atiki.
And that's 15 now for Brenchley, who's been a star, especially here in the second half.
A bit of miscommunication, and BYU turns it over on the inbound space. And so Denver will stay down on this end of the floor and keep the basketball.
And that's 11 turnovers now for BYU in the game. Still 8 minutes to play. BYU likes to keep it around 11, 12. It's not a bad number for them. The way they push the basketball up and down the floor, if they keep it at 12 or under, they're having a good game. and I mentioned Brenchley having a great game, 15 points. 11 of those have been here in the second half where he's come out with a real purpose.
Saunders comes up with a loose ball out ahead of Johnson.
And that's the 10th turnover now for the Pioneers.
And ball knocked out of bounds by Bruner.
And 10 turnovers, 8:28 to go. This is a Pioneer team that averages just 7 turnovers a game. I take that back. 9 turnovers a game. It's 7th in the country.
Hall for 3. Tiki on the rebound. And Hall goes back into a Tiki. Been working on that move. And on the rebound is Dynamo. Craig saw an opening.
Great quickness.
Slashes it.
He got by. I love the way he put his body and basically stacked to the defender behind him and down Hall. BYU's bigs were not paying attention, didn't get over to cut off that driving lane, but great body position by Craig. Just a freshman, a really smart player.
Robinson for 3. That's number 8.
There's number 8.
And he was so far back that he left, no doubt, 26 points, which is a new career high for Robinson.
So is Chase Fisher's all-time 10 record at risk here, you think? Is he going to be in the game long enough to get that?
Well, you can say Mark Pope should go to his bench, but he is from the bench.
That's right.
10 seconds on the shot clock. And Brenchley is held up. There was a lot of banging there on that entire possession, but one finally called, and it's Johnson on the foul. 7:22 to go. Robinson with three-point shot number 8 on Big 12 now on ESPN+.
Better for yourself, your patients, the whole community. If you want to make change happen, Walden University is all about change. It's time.
Walden University, set a course for change.
The college football playoff semifinals are New Year's Day on ESPN and the ESPN app. Number 1, Michigan, and number 4, Alabama meet in the Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific. And then number 2, Washington, and number 3, Texas in the All-State Sugar Bowl. The winners will play Monday, January 8th for the national championship on ESPN. Former Cougar Steve Sarkisian, the head coach at the University of Texas. The Longhorns in the mix. Sark won the Sammy Baugh Trophy, and then he led BYU to a Cotton Bowl victory as the MVP. The Cougars beat Kansas State on New Year's Day, and his passing lane was off the charts. And we even built a chart.
Yeah, it's on the charts now. But when he was doing it, it was off the charts. Yeah, his Steve Sarkisian's senior season was a special season for BYU. Unbelievably talented team. He was so efficient.
Wish him the best of luck in the college football playoff. 78-55.
Jackson Robinson still in the game, chasing that record 10. He could tie Jimmer Fredette for second with one more at 9 made threes in the game. It seems like Jimmer made 9 a lot of times. Am I wrong? I don't think he did, but it seems like everything was a 3 with Jimmer.
Tiki picks up his 4th foul and all of that. As we check in with Spencer.
Well, let's go ahead and qualify this 8 3-point performance by Jackson Robinson again. He's tied Mike Rose for the most threes made by a bench player with 8. So he can take over that lead with one more, tie Jimmer. But yeah, as you mentioned, Blaine, chasing Chase Fisher's unbelievable 10 made threes against Chaminade back playing in Hawaii a few years back.
Let's give Mike Rose a little shout out. When he was on, he was lights out shooting that 3-point shot. And the free throw bounces in for DeAndre Craig.
DeAndre Craig out of Mount Carmel, Chicago. First team All-City. He was the MVP of the Chicago Catholic League. Really nice-looking freshman that, if Coach Wolverine can get him to stay 4 years, he's going to have a big impact. Averaged 19.9 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 3.8 assists last year in high school. And he's already the best on-the-ball defender on this team as a freshman. That's saying something, because freshmen usually need to learn how to play defense.
Saunders is out. Waterman's in. BYU bench has outscored Denver 39-8. And the Cougars have a 36-9 edge from the three-point line tonight. Johnson looks into a Tiki, now makes his move. Knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Pioneers.
Up on the floor, out as far as he can get. He's telling the guys, let's go, guys. Let's push the ball a little bit, get some thrust here, and get aggressive on defense. Yeah, I think he feels a little bit of a, almost like a settle down, a little bit of a letdown right now with the intensity level that they've been playing with. BYU's played like their hair's on fire most of this game.
Bruner has to go up with a shot clock winding down. Johnson.
Here comes the pace.
Rebound. Robinson. Right there for number 9, followed by Waterman.
And appropriate if Robinson misses, that Waterman puts it back, and now 18 points for him.
And Waterman, to his career high, is 24. He had a double-double in the first half, so he's putting together a special evening as well. And there's Waterman with a block, denying Bruner.
He's got 14 rebounds as well. So this is rebound number 14, point number 18 for Noah Waterman. And it's like Jackson Robinson's been so spectacular shooting threes, you almost forget how ridiculous Waterman has been on both ends of the floor tonight.
Here comes Hall. Lob for a Tiki. Over to Robinson. Open for a three. It feels like the Cougars know Waterman's close to making some history. They keep feeding him.
Bruner, smart play on the end of transition. Took it to the other side of the rim to keep Waterman from being able to get to the ball and can finish in transition.
Here's Hall. Slicing in. Nobody got in his way.
I think these guys know that Jackson is close to the record. Do you think they know this, that Robinson is close to the record? Because it looks like they're looking for him right now.
9 points for Hall. Brenchley over Waterman. Whistle on the rebound. It's going to go against BYU. It's on Johnson, his second.
Back and watch this, calling it a rebounding foul.
All right. Well, the foul was called right in front of the rock, and they didn't appreciate it either.
Yeah, and he made what we couldn't see because our views from the back of Spencer Johnson, he had his arm held. That's the only thing I could think of. But
Johnson goes out. Saunders is in. 4:40 to go. And Saunders on the rebound. Give and go. And it went. Third dunk of the night for Waterman. 20 points.
Not only has he played defense, not only has he shot the ball well, the way he has been cutting so aggressively and hard and moving without the ball has been very impressive tonight.
Craig's got it, and we near 4 minutes. Shot clock's at 7. And out of bounds, and a turnover. Lopez Sabacente gives it back to BYU. 11th turnover for the Pioneers. Timeout, 3:56 to go. 84-59. And the tandem of Robinson and Waterman has BYU marching closer to their 9th win. You combine these rosters, there are 7 countries represented. United States, Mali, Tanzania, Egypt, Spain, Finland, and Germany. As we take a look at the breakdown for the Pioneers, Germany, Spain twice, and Finland represented. And then for BYU, the Cougars also around the globe, Tanzania, Mali, and Egypt. And then If you figure in church missions on the two rosters, you add in Argentina, England, Guam, Uruguay, Italy, and Taiwan. You got the whole world.
A lot of language that can be spoken out on that play.
The lob for a Tiki.
Beautiful pass by Robinson getting the ball to a Tiki. Big size advantage in there right now for a Tiki Ali and Tiki.
BYU averaging just over 95 points a game at home. 3-point shot from the corner. Good look by Lopez, San Vicente. All right, if they're interested in getting Robinson the record, they're gonna start running some plays for him. Let's see what happens here. They seem to be running plays for a Tiki. And a turnover. Brenchley's got it. Collides with Richie Saunders. So Saunders is from Riverton, Utah, and Brenchley's from Providence, Utah. And they are battling tonight. Both serve church missions, so there's a chance they played high school ball against each other, although Richie's just a sophomore. Brenchley is a grad student, so probably missed each other.
These are the 14th and 15th free throw attempts for this Pioneer team in this game. Oh, the Grinch made it out.
That's right. Earlier, he was sitting all by himself, and I thought, no one wants to befriend the Grinch.
So yeah, exactly.
Now they have.
Everybody's around him. It's the holiday season.
Waterman, big night.
I remember when he came, his heart was probably 3 sizes too small.
You think
but now it's probably fine. Yeah, Brenchley now. This is the 15th attempt. Keep in mind, this team, the Pioneers, are number 8 in the country in free throw attempts per game, 27.5. And so for BYU, one of the big goals that Mark Pope gave us was to guard without fouling.
There's number 9 short. Robinson chases it down. Brenchley, by the way, having a career night with 17. Back to Robinson. Stewart's got it. Maneuvering in. And Brenchley brings it out.
Brenchley with 7 boards now to go with his first scoring.
Bruner into the corner and open looks for 3. That one rattles out for Edo Ankra. Now Robinson around the back. Takes it in for 2. What a night for Jackson Robinson. 28 points.
That was just nasty right there.
And he has put on a show tonight. Brenchley, who has also put on a show. His career night will expand as a Tiki fouls out. And this a moment ago from Mr. Showtime, Jackson Robinson.
And then the fake. He got Brenchley going out to the corner. But first, get around the back right here.
Here comes the crowd for Robinson as he leaves. What a night for Jackson Robinson. 8 of 16 shooting the 3, 28 points, 4 assists.
10 of 19 from the field overall.
We'll see him again on Saturday night. What's he going to do on Saturday night? You got to watch.
Yeah, come join us. How can anybody shoot a free throw into what's behind that bucket?
Brenchley's going to give it a shot. Offensive board. Back to Brenchley. Up for 2 more. He's got 21.
21 and 7 boards for Brenchley. Back in his home state and really putting on a show.
Backdoor cut. McGregor had a good look. From the corner for 3. And just has not been dialed in for Edo Ankra. 1 for 4 from distance.
5 of 21 for Denver tonight from that 3-point line. 12 of 36 for BYU. Remember Mark Pope told us at the beginning of the year, we're probably on average around 35 3-point attempts a game. And we kind of looked at each other like, is he serious? Guys, he was serious.
Ben Bowen on the miss.
He was serious, and this team definitely has an identity of what they want to do on both ends of the floor.
9-1. Best start since the 2010-2011 season for BYU. The net ranking of 3. National ranking of 18. Frenchley on the miss. Bowen with the rebound. Nice scoop in for his first 2. Sophomore out of Highlands Ranch, Colorado. I tell you, the Pioneers are going to fight to the end. And a foul is called. And it is Otto Ankra picking up the foul.
And interestingly, here we are with 53 seconds. BYU's still not in the bonus. It's only 16 fouls this half on Denver, 10 on BYU. So a double bonus for Denver.
Well, the last time Denver defeated a Power 5 team was 23 years ago tonight when they beat Oregon State. And it's not going to happen tonight. As Hayhurst is heading over to the free throw line, shoot 1-on-1.
There's 17 fouls now, so for the first time in the game with 44 seconds, BYU's in the bonus.
It's not Hayhurst going to the line, it's Townsend Triple. From Meridian, Idaho. Hayhurst is from Eagle, Idaho. And Triple is now 8 of 9 from the free throw line in his first year at BYU. More substitutions come in. Denver's going to slip to 6-5. BYU 6-0 at home, 9-1 on the season. And they're home on Saturday, and then next Friday, and then January 30th, Saturday, to wrap up, or December 30th, to wrap up the 2023 business. And then they stay home for Cincinnati in the Big 12.
As you mentioned, we were some scores tonight and upcoming games in Cincinnati. They've had a great start to their first year in the Big 12 as well.
Bowen with his 4th. Stewart into the corner. Saunders for 3. And out ahead is Bowen. He's got 6 points off the bench here in the last minute or so. He'll remember his Marriott Center visit as the final seconds will tick away. Cougars bounce back from that disappointing loss up in Salt Lake City. Saw a lot of good, saw some spectacular play from Noah Waterman, a double-double. Spencer Johnson back-to-back double-doubles. And then Jackson Robinson was the man of the hour.
What I was looking for was to see if BYU would come back with some resilience and some fight after a tough loss. That's a tough game to kind of shake off. We have the ball at the end, 2 points down, chance to tie or win it, and you turn the ball over, and they came out and showed me everything that I wanted to see. They came out with toughness. They came out with effort. They looked really good defensively, and yeah,